Okay, final stages with this clock. I've done my evaluation and I want to add a seconds hand, the third hand of the clock. So the easiest way to do that would just be to draw a circle and then use my line tool to draw a line which goes through that and then up to the top like that. So I'm on the center. I've got a line which overhangs slightly, and that gives me a kind of thin hand that is the seconds hand. So what I do is, to make it a bit more robust, I select the line, I go to line and change it to thick, and this time I'll make it maybe 1.5 millimeters thick, so it's slightly thicker than everything else. And then I'm going to keep that circle there, and then this time maybe fill that with the same fill. Any islands? No. Any islands? No. Now the outer part of that circle is not as thick as the seconds hand itself, so I'll select that circle, I'll change it to line thick and change that to number 1, and then don't forget to group it. So I select that, Control G to group, and then I can move that over and place it on where I want it. Now if I go back to transform and rotate, and then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and replace, I just click on the center and then I can move that into position. Now I might want to, for my final picture, actually have the seconds hand at a different angle, so if I click on rotate again and then maybe change this to 45 or whatever angle you want, and then I click on the center and it moves it like that. Now it's starting to look quite authentic. So I go File, Save As, Clock Face 5 hands, Filled 3, I'm going to call this seconds. So I'm just building up a list of files with different file names which I can refer to later and use again in another lesson if I need to. Okay, one final thing to complete the drawing. These drawing files are all saved as 2D design files, which means I can load them and edit them and change them. But if I want to actually put this into a document like it is in your guide, I either have to print screen and paste what's on the screen, which will show all the dots, which I don't want, or I export it as a different type of file. So once I've got a final design, what we normally do is we go File, Export File, and we can save it to the same place, and we change the file type. So it's still going to be called clocks. When I start typing clock, it gives me all the files already saved. So this is clock face 5 with seconds. I'm going to change the file name so it's not got .ddt on the end, and I'm going to select the type of file is a JPEG file. You can also use PNG or GIF, but JPEG is the one for if I'm just using a visual. If I want to send this file to a laser cutter or put it into another CAD file, 3D CAD, I would save it as a DXF file. But for now, I just want to save as JPEG. So if I say JPEG, it now is clock face 5, hands filled, seconds, JPEG, save. It asks me what resolution I want for the picture. So I want high resolution. So I'll change that to the highest, which is 300. Now you can type a higher number, but it obviously uses more memory. The more resolution we use, the more memory it takes. 300 is enough for most applications. So I click OK, and then I've got my file saved as a JPEG. If I want to check that, I can go to the files on my folder and I will see that it's actually there as a picture. Okay, I think that's finished. Well done if you got this far.